3v3 Tiber Outpost blue team. Korbin as an Apothecary, support commander, fights melee by default, can heal. Alongside Jim Jones as a Revenant Alpha, fights range by default, can build these tunnels for all of his allies to use. Where's the exit? There it is. And Juelz Santana as a Warp Spider Exarch, fights range, can teleport around and be very annoying, harassing and capping and the like. RedRupee as a Lord General, fights ranged, has a retinue to help him out which he can add to throughout the game, good at defense and support. Henryclay as a Mekboy, teleporting commander, does very good range damage and can support his boys. And Fitzwilli rounds out the red team as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander with spells and melee. 3 victory points, none of them natural, have this southwest at the bottom, central and northeast at the top. RedRupee goes for a sentinel into guardsman, I imagine. Korbin goes for tactical marines. I imagine assault marines will follow. Jim Jones double termagants into spore mines. Juelz Santana having to deal with Orks and Chaos at the bottom right now. Banshee's chasing that sorcerer, but choose to retreat. The Mekboy, sorry, teleported in there. Very early slight VP lead for blue. Ork Spider Exarch forced to retreat. No, he's staying in there. Guardian's trying to get a model loss on these sluggers. Double cap for red. Sentinel decap center. Or did he? Didn't know. Didn't notice if it was capped. Sanguine Chainsword on the Apothecary allows him to be a lot more aggressive early game. Here comes the Sentinel though. He's going to want to stomp that Apothecary and those tacticals, and here's the ground pound and he gets them. Korbin managed to get his heal off before then. Now chasing the Lord General, really needs to be in melee for that chainsaw to pay off. Doesn't seem to be entering a melee charge here, and it's going to be forced off I think, and his tactical marines themselves trying to force melee on the guardsman. Or not. Happy to stay in cover and shoot him. And they're probably going to be forced off too, doesn't want to take unnecessary damage. 438, 493. Doesn't want to lose the model, and they do retreat. Warp Spider Exarch went down. Juelz Santana is actually someone I play with myself on occasion. Very good player, usually see him playing Apothecary though. RedRupee is a Dawn of War 2 caster. His channel is listed on my channel, so go and check it out. I assume this is the same guy. Jim Jones goes for a Warrior Brood. Double Chaos Space Marines for Fitzwilli. Rangers on the field for Juelz Santana. Sniper Infantry getting their Pathfinder gear straight away. And we have Katashan sitting in the field for RedRupee and the Assault Marines for Korbin. So this will be interesting. Can RedRupee use his Katashans to counter those Assault Marines? Assault Marines are very, very bad news for Imperial Guard unless you can deal with them with Katashans and Sentinel Stomps. We'll see how it goes for him. Don't see electric armor on this Mekboy. It's going to be really dangerous for that tier 1 Eldar and Tyranid stuff. Chaos Sorcerer taking a lot of damage, teleports away, so he must have his vestments of the warp. Triple cap here for red. 396 plays 493. Korbin goes mid. Scouts capping. Here comes RedRupee though. Where are those Katachans? There they are. Have shotguns and a grenade launcher. Looks like he's going to meet them head on. Here come the Assault Marines too. This will be interesting. Apothecary decapping as his forces move up. Assault Marines jump the Guardsman blob. Katashans do not engage them. They should be turning and meleeing those Assault Marines. They have power weapons, but they are not. Looks like they're going straight after the Apothecary. Now they turn. Katashan's got a heal there. The Lord General must have his Sergeant Retinue member. And the Guardsmen get jumped. Guardsmen taking a lot of damage. A very, very bad engagement for RedRupee. Loses a Guardsman squad. And he's forced into full retreat. Did not use his Katashans well. And so lost the engagement pretty handily. Meanwhile, at the bottom, red team forcing off blue. Double CSM, both with Eternal War, giving them a flat damage increase. I think it's 20%. Mekboy has his Daka big shooter. Because he loves the Daka. Korbin trying to hunt down this Sentinel here. My friend Juelz Santana still down. RedRupee goes tier 2. henryclay has double shooters and that's it. One of them has a Knob Leader and Big Shooter. Apothecary capping the top, or decapping it even. Sentinel needs repairs badly. You see the Sergeant Retinue member there taking pot shots with his auto pistol. Or is that a las pistol? Oh, I'm not sure. Lord General gonna cap the middle. Assault Marines jumped away. We see tunnels here. And these Termagants, I think, are stuck after getting out of that tunnel. Very, very bad luck for Jim Jones. Does happen occasionally with Ravener tunnels. They can get out into an inaccessible area. Guardians now taking bottom. Banshees are gonna hit this power node. Raven Alpha can now try and revive the Warp Spider Exarch. Demolition charge there. Termagants are going to get whacked out by these Katashans. Moved in with their shotguns. You see them, they're trying to retreat them. Meanwhile, Guardsman and a Sentinel being chased down. 2-1 cap for blue, 256, 482. Tier 2 for Korbin and Juelz Santana. RedRupee already there getting a Chimera to support his Guardsman. I suspect a missile launcher from Korbin in response. Might even get it before he sees the Chimera and does. Must have been expecting it. RedRupee follows that with another Guardsman squad. Fitzwilli gets a Blood Crusher on the way. Red team again pushing the bottom. These double Eternal War CSM giving the red team a really good solid base to push the bottom constantly. Here comes the Chaos Sorcerer. Close enough to protect this stuff now. Banshee's forced off. They have their Exarch and their Aspect, so she gets her spear. Chaos Sorcerer teleports after them and takes out another Guardian, I think that was. Missile launcher taking pot shots at the Lord General. Anti-vehicle weapons such as the missile launcher don't have good accuracy versus infantry. Ravener Brood on the field for Jim Jones. Cannot get the Devourer in tier 1 anymore, so they are a disruptive melee unit in tier 1. Even when they do get their Devourer though, they still maintain their melee effectiveness. Warp Spiders on the field for Juelz Santana have their Aspect and their Exarch. Lots of pressure at the bottom from the red. Have completely capped it. Here comes some Tyranids though to flank them. Mekboy turns, you might see him teleport in and use his electric armor. RedRupee cap center with 2 of his units. Chimera holding back. Plasma guns on these Guardsmen. Both Guardsman squads in fact. And they're getting Commissars. Well, one squad is. That's bad news for Marines. Double Plasmas. And a double cap for red. Plague Marines on the way for Fitzwilli. Where is that Blood Crusher? It's on its way. A Demon with vehicle armor fights melee. Pretty quick. But not the toughest vehicle around. Red team again, huge amounts of pressure here on blue. losing generators again. Rangers taking pot shots. There's the Shimmer Orb. Force for Exarch might go down, just gets away. Mekboy teleports out just in time. Blue team pushing back, still those double CSM though. And Heretics. Meanwhile at top, Lord General decapping. 192401. Are they going to force off the red team? I don't think they are. Chaos Space Marines leveling to 2. Here comes Jim Jones with a Tyrant card. Don't see this thing very often. Tough melee unit. Charging through its own Tyranids and a full retreat from Fitzwilli.
The enemy has destroyed an allied
Double cap for red.
Generator operational.
Where are those Plague Marines? They are back at base. See, these Heretics have grenade launchers and an aspiring champion, so there's a lot of power spent on these Heretics. RedRupee camping the top with his Chimera. Korbin taking the middle. Ouch. Scouts, did they take a demo charge to the face? Get away with a single model. Tactical Marines now cap it. Jim Jones, Raven Alpha, has his Corrosive Devourer.
An ally has secured a requisition.
Adrenal Gland Warriors. So we do have melee Synapse, but only a single Hormigaunt Brood to take advantage of it. Raveners have their Devourers, so they won't get melee Synapse now. At least I think they don't. RedRupee meets the Apothecary with plasma guns to the face, heals himself. His force is flanking. He has a Dreadnought on the field. Walker vehicle for Space Marines, very tough. Devastating a melee by its default state. Getting an assault cannon though. I would have kept it as melee. Could wreak havoc to these guardsmen and hit that Chimera, but he's gone for the assault cannon. Probably wants to get a nice barrage, and here it is. Ouch, lots of damage to one of the Garza squads. Was a little bit long, probably at its minimum range. Tactical Marines losing members here, have their sergeant. 2-to-1 cap for blue. Venom Brood on the field for Jim Jones, tier 3 for RedRupee. Double Plague Marines for Fitzwilli, so we have a very tough force for red at the bottom. henryclay has tank busters and a war truck. This is going to be a huge engagement. Jim Jones needs support though. There's a kinetic shot. Tyrant Guard charging in tons of stuff, an excellent charge. It's being snared though. Needs to get into sit-ups range for its speed boost. Hormigauns are going to die, I think. Yes. There's a Dark Flames by the Sorcerer. Tyrant Guard now very isolated, which is the trouble with the Tyrant Guard. It does tend to get isolated a lot. 2-to-1 for blue. RedRupee 3/4 of the way from tier 3. Dreadnought comes, doing tons of damage to that Sentinel. And he gets a missile and a Melter Bomb. Dead Sentinel, surely. Yes, there it goes. No improved medical equipment for the Apothecary. Tier 3 for Jim Jones and Juelz Santana. Still a huge engagement at the bottom. Webway Gate taken out. Venom Brood trying to finish off that war truck, but they're forced to retreat. Nothing there to really force melee on them though. Oops, Spider Exarch in there. Trying to tie up these shooters, will be forced off though. Red Rupee is tier 3. What's he going to go for? Still kicking off in the middle. Dreadnought taking melter hits from the Lord General. Blood Crusher bashing this power, but doesn't continue bashing. Busy macroing this fight. Tyrant Guard still in there, taking Plague Marine hits. Fitzwilli not kiting those Plague Marines away now. He is. henryclay has lost almost his entire army, now goes tier 3. Juelz Santana has Banshees and Rangers, and that's it. Red Rupee eventually starts capping the top. Korbin capping the center. Scouts repairing the Dreadnought. Rangers need to run away, I think. Tyrant Guard, being protected by the Shimmer Orb, is allowed to heal up in shield wall mode. Here come double Ravener Broods with their Devourers. Ouch, really out shooting his Plague Marines, and there's Dark Flames, well dodged by Jim Jones. No Synapse Aura for the Ravener Alpha yet. Ouch, Shooter Boy's just getting away. Raveners trying to force melee just a bit too far away there. Where they turn on the Plague Marines now. Here come a Warrior Brood with Adrenal Glands. Korbin saying he took out that Blood Crusher. Rangers forced off of a single model. Knobs on the way for henryclay, but he has absolutely nothing else. Juelz Santana also only has a single unit. Banshees level 2. Korbin floating tons of requisition here, almost 700 in tier 3. So might be holding out for Terminators when he has the Zeal. Out to Lehman Russ. Not much the Dreadnought can do with an assault cannon. Might choose to run it in and force melee. Blues sitting pretty at the bottom right now. Juelz Santana using the Webway Gate to help out Korbin. Swarmlord on the way for Jim Jones. Avatar on the way for Juelz Santana. Shaping up to be a pretty epic finish. We see a bunker going down here. I assume that's a repair bunker. Melter Bomb on the Lehman Russ. Banshee's going into melee it. Assault Marines engaging the Guardsman. Apothecary taking a lot of damage and goes down. We do see the Dreadnought forcing melee on the Lehman Russ, getting rear armor hits. I think that's a dead Lehman Russ. Red Rupee very slow to move it away, and the Guardsman cannot repair. Ouch. Here comes Fitzwilli. Double Plague Marines on that Dreadnought, snaring it with their missiles, down to about half health now. Level 2. Here comes the Melter Guns of the Lord General. Might be a dead Dreadnought. Jim Jones now helping out. Rock Strike. Misses everything. Well dodged by Jim Jones. Terminators hit the field for Korbin. And the Dreadnought does go down. Avatar and Swarmlord on the field. henryclay has knobs, and that's all. Fitzwilli floating ridiculous power, almost 600. Tyrant Guard charges in. Can't believe this thing is still alive. Maybe not for long. And does go down. Apothecary is still down up there. Here are the knobs. They have their U-jammers and their knob leader, so they are pretty nasty. Now moving in on the Terminators. Terminators, of course, cannot retreat, but they do teleport away. have their assault cannon. Here comes the Avatar. Super unit for Eldar fights melee, hugely powerful. That was Wrath of Cain. Where is the Swarmlord? It's back at base.
An ally has taken a victory.
Avatar now has double Plague Marines on it, which will snare him. Assault Marines being brave and helping out those Terminators. Merciless strike, and then they kite away. Avatar still chasing those knobs, trying to get model losses. Apothecary back to his feet. 2-1 cap for red. 42 plays 176. Can the blue team push with their super units and pull this out? Knobs lose a model, cannot be leveled up anymore, of course. That was a battery pack, was it? It was Avatar healing up those knobs. Red team pretty strong in the centre here. Here's a Wailing Doom. Hits the Plague Marines pretty well, but that was pretty much it. Now here comes the Swarmlord though, super unit for Tyranids, boosting the speed of all these surrounding Tyranids, also allows them to reinforce. And in melee he is a machine. Ripping stuff apart straight away here. Plague Marines dying in droves. Ouch, rocket run by the Lord General. That really hurt. Chimera taken out. Finally, that lasted ages, I think. henryclay gets another knob squad. RedRupee forced off. Avatar with its fiery footsteps. Blue team saved the VP at 3, and there's a 2-1 cap for them. Portsweather Exarch is going to get taken up by these Catachan. He's not careful. They have their sergeant, but they're now in melee with fully upgraded Banshees and an Avatar to help out. Banshees can now cap top. Looks like they're going to try and hold the middle and hold the top and pull this out. They have the army to do it, but we do have double knobs. And they're getting their upgrades too. We have Swarmlord and Terminators here, and a Zone Throat. Reds are going to need to throw everything at the centre here. Hope they can push them off and then go and cap the top. Or just hold the centre. Well, they will just hold the centre for a few seconds and they'll win this. Double knobs, Plague Marines, double CSM with Markovs each. Swarmlord takes a Plague Marine missile. Another Lehman Russ for RedRupee. Swarmlord snared by that Plague Marine missile. Here are the Zinch spotters, and there's the Tyranids formation. Ouch. Excellently done by Jim Jones. Stuff sent flying all over the place. These pillory towers will also grant synapse to Tyranids. Knobs moving in on the Raveners. Avatar takes out a Lehman Russ. There's Dark Flames. Double knobs in there. Zone Throat getting shots off. Swarmlord running riot, as is the Avatar. Knobs forced off, and I don't think there's any way for the red team to take this to the end. They are decapping top, but blues themselves are decapping bottom. Lictor Alpha should be able to finish that cap under grenade launcher fire, and does so, and they have the center now. Falcon, sorry, a Fire Prism on the field for Juelz Santana. Tier 3 Lictor for Jim Jones. Chasing off these heretics. 1-1 cap. Predator on the field for Korbin. Fitzwilli going tier 3. Finally.
The enemy is claiming a victory
RedRupee left with Guardsmen and Catachans.
An ally has taken a victory point.
Are they even going to try and push back?
An ally has taken a victory point.
Blues have a double.
We must fight on, even in the jaws of death.
Blues might try and push the bases here.
The enemy has 100 points remaining.
397. Fitzwilli camping the bottom. RedRupee waiting for a Bane Baileysy. Double knobs turn away. Assault Marines forced off. Looks like Reds are going to go top, and there is only a Fire Prism defending it. Orks Exarch also has his Power Blades and Phase Armor, which is always fun. Guardsman obliterated on retreat. Orks Exarch being very brave, and there's the phase shift. Setting up for a Wrath of Cain. Did it a bit early. Ork Spider Exarch teleports away. Avatar now in melee with those knobs, and there's a Wailing Doom. Ouch, hit them pretty well, wiping out one of the squads. That was nasty.
The objective is ours. Now to hold it.
Did he use Call the Boys? I think he did.
We must act now.
Still a double for blue, 341. Red team have pretty much nothing, and they concede. Excellent comeback from blue team. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.